Hello everyone, Block Koopa here. I'm here with...
ChampionNBloom.
And?
Periodically.
And we're back with more Danganronpa.
Yeah.
Chihiro's dead.
Yeah.
And now we get to listen to the awesome investigation music.
Ooh, investigation music.
Alright.
It is good music.
I like it a lot. Though out of the 3 games, the investigation theme I like the most is the second one.
Okay.
But I like all 3 of them. Anyway, first of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim... The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death was estimated to be around 2 o'clock a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Well, that's not a lot.
That's not a lot.
It's not a lot to go off of.
Hey, that's you.
Hey, Makoto, do you have a second?
Huh?
Huh?
Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know.
So what did you need?
I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation.
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case.
That was
Solve?
Kyoko holding our hands.
Yeah,
Solve? No, I
Stop
just...
talking.
you seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. What a horrible thing.
So, you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Yeah. Now then, shall we get started?
But...
We need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around.
I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one.
Oof. The worst
Okay.
possible timeline.
Okay, what do we look at first?
Obviously the sexy photo in the background.
Alright.
I'm just kidding.
The poster's got some blood on it. Must have happened during the murder.
Okay,
That's it.
cool.
Okay,
Alright.
let's look at the word.
Bloodlust. Alright, there you go.
The dumbbell. I immediately noticed the dumbbell.
That's true, we'll look at that
Ooh,
next.
that's
The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust.
dumbbell.
Dumbbell. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell.
The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean...
No, that's me. That's me.
Oh, that's you, sorry.
Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else.
Could have been the weights right next to it.
Locker room dumbbell.
Well, that's what has the blood stain on it.
We can't look at that.
You can look at the blood, though.
They could have cleaned.
The blood
They
stain on
could
the
have
floor.
cleaned it off and with misdirection.
Blood stain. There's a fresh
I
blood
guess.
stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the investigation.
You mean the murder.
During the murder. Not during the
Yeah, this is the investigation.
That'd be weird. Alright,
Really weird.
I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Josiah Jack's handiwork.
Well, but...
What?
But we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that.
Okay,
Or we
fine. We'll talk
Or
to
we can talk
Kyoko.
about it.
She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body.
You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. Dots.
She seemed to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Okay, I guess we'll talk to everyone else.
I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But,
No, that's me.
oh, that's you. I'm
Getting too
paying
ahead of
attention to
yourself.
the color. I'm paying attention
Getting
to the color.
too ahead of yourself.
I'm not, but I will now.
But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very... Oh,
That's me now.
yeah, you're right. Touche.
She was...
Touche, touche.
We need to figure this out, okay? She was very light, that is true. It would be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own by choice.
What makes you say that?
She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger.
So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Peter and myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then.
Avoiding it?
Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us.
And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However,
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others.
So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But that she also would have come with someone else?
It's a possibility, I think.
I mean, you need someone to spot your weights or something like that.
True.
That's true.
I mean, do you really think she's gonna start with dumbbells, though? Dude.
Listen, she could do like a 1 pound dumbbell, and someone would worry that she'd drop it on her foot or something.
That's fair. Dude had a real complex about being weak. Here, Ichiro, talk about it, right? All I need is to get strong, or all I need to get stronger.
Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once.
Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here.
But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong.
I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. You're literally standing in the presence of Sakura, though. I mean, I guess you did say most.
Yeah, she said, yeah, most. Cause of Chihiro is complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account.
Now I believe it's about time for us to move on.
Huh? Already?
what?
New clues will magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case.
That's true, but
Let's go.
If you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed.
he's so pushy. I got caught up in with the wrong person this time.
So, this is our next location.
Huh? This place is related to the investigation?
Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right?
Okay, there are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf, which have nothing to do with the case. But I did
Well, you
get a
got
coin.
a coin, though.
Nice.
A lot of kickers and floaties.
A flotation donut. I don't think it's related to what happened to Chihiro. More
We got another coin.
coins!
What about the Gatling gun?
Gatling gun. If this gun was used to... No, it's impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes.
But we didn't get a coin! I'm disappointed.
Yeah, we didn't get a coin. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma.
He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me?
Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure. What's up?
Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook.
And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door's unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounting Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter.
And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct.
So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means...
Hey Makoto, I can see right through you.
See right through me?
Allow me to tell you what you're thinking.
Oh gosh, it's turning into JoJo.
Oh no. It's also Sayaka.
That's also true.
Yeah.
But like specifically the way that the second arc
Yeah,
JoJo
yeah.
says it.
Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Goodness, you're simple.
But am I wrong?
You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer's been right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. That's what I said.
No,
I
you said stealing.
But I'm pretty sure he means by borrowing, I'm pretty sure he means stealing.
Stealing without permission.
Yes, exactly. Borrowing without permission.
No! I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of a noble Tagami family. so you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
It was pretty obvious. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
Yeah!
You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So,
Why you?
I'm sure that's actually
Sleepy.
specifically using Japanese grammar. With the
Maybe, yeah, it might be a translation.
It might be a little bit of a translation oddity, because in English, borrowing and loaning, like, yes, they do mean something different, but they're close enough that people tend to use them interchangeably. But in Japanese, it is very specific
Yeah.
between the term loaning, as in you're giving it to someone, and borrowing, as in you're receiving it from someone.
And also the word
Yeah.
steal is...
And also the word
People don't
steal
use-
is completely not used here. So
Yeah.
it's a very specific thing in Japanese where it's a little bit fuzzy in English.
Yeah, I saw it for the difference. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. You know more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Wow, okay.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. That is the happiest I've ever had to say the phrase criminal negligence in my life. No more questions. Goodbye!
Goodbye. I'm sorry, you were taking a little bit too long.
Well, I know you were unfortunately lacking in mental faculty, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall.
The main hall?
That'll help you understand what's going on.
Okay. Main hall. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here?
Thoughts?
Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Big door. It's not the big door. I know it is. It's this. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? No, wait. There's 3 of them. What are they doing here?
So,
Oh, they found one of the dead girl's handbooks.
Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya?
I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox.
So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka?
You can go ahead and confirm it yourself.
I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sure enough. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook.
Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier.
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it.
I feel like it's unfair for him to criticize Makoto over something that was in a completely different room that he just happened to notice but didn't say anything about.
I know, right? And also, this doesn't seem like it needs to be... It doesn't really feel worth... I was gonna say that just doesn't feel worth a, flashback, because it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I know. Whatever.
I see. Yeah, now I understand.
What?
Hold on a second.
What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on.
Is it broken? Whose is it?
The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up.
Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
See.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs.
Pummel with baseballs.
Yeah, you don't need to see it, show it again.
Memory of it came flooding back. A cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right, it wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey!
Making
Hey, 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 hey!
Now I'm really
Hey!
angry.
Oh my
What's that?
What?
That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily.
But it did.
That's impossible.
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break! It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It won't do anything! Oh, but, even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point.
It does?
I can't hear you.
But it's a secret! I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
Leaving the question
Yes.
hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
It's just sad about it. Well, I don't see any connection to the cave, so it doesn't matter for now.
You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me.
Okay, then this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit.
Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro.
To be exact, not quite.
Huh? Not quite. What you
What
spack
do you
about?
mean by that?
What you spack about, Togami? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite.
Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack.
Then you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely.
myself.
I had no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case.
That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? We already did all this dialogue.
Yeah.
Okay.
They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychopath or psychotic killer like that?
You're not wrong to wonder.
But words mean little right now.
I have something that will prove it, and I can show you.
Mm.
Okay?
Show us.
Hold on, there's still more here.
Am I supposed to talk to him
We
again?
can talk to them.
Probably. No.
Or just not follow up on the thing.
Yeah.
There
I
we
have
are.
basis to believe that, I assure you. Genocide Jack is one of us.
Is there really proof?
There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. This
Evidence.
guy's giving me a little bit of freaking what I was going to say. It's giving me a little bit of Edgeworth vibes.
I can kind of see it.
Big trouble, I need your help.
I don't have time to
We're
play
busy,
with
leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please, you gotta help me. Uh-oh, what's happening?
Uh-oh. Oh, my mouse is
what's
already
happening?
pointed.
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me.
Just calm down, okay, Hina?
But it's an emergency.
An emergency? What happened?
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange.
Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very
Because
strange.
it's Toko. I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose
Oh.
we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
That.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Okay, come on, hurry.
But wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
Looks like she headed to the dorms. Toko's room, most likely.
You're right. Well, we're already here. That was pretty fast. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency.
Oh, maybe we have to talk to her.
Hello?
You guys are too slow.
I think you're just too fast.
So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, she kept saying all this weird stuff.
Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves.
Yeah, good idea. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Oh.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that?
She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago, I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But I felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
Oh, Byakuya!
Well, hi!
Hello. I was trying to do a thing with the mouse.
Yeah, that's fine. I can tell.
Hey Byakuya, do you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
Dots.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Dots.
Byakuya stood in front of the door, not making a sound, pressed the doorbell. After a few moments,
what do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bacula. Bacula.
Byakuya.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. Don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
and with that, the door slammed shut.
What?
Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation.
Hold on!
Hold it.
Hey Byakuya! What was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
But
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. Well,
Let's
you're
go.
gonna keep an eye on her door anyway.
Well-
Well then, let's go.
without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room.
Was it the save room?
It was the save room.
They're gonna play some save room music like in Resident Evil. Oh,
No,
never
there's
mind.
too much awesome investigation music going on. The
Sure.
library?
Come on, let's go in.
Desk.
There are no clues there. We need to check elsewhere.
Fine, I'll get right to the point. If I remember on the other side of the door, it's the archive, right?
Hurry up and go inside.
Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside.
Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust,
So in
too.
other words,
I wouldn't say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust.
Would say.
Or I would say. Sorry.
Oh,
that's enough.
Those documents are dangerous.
dangerous?
They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truths for a commoner.
You mean, like, members of the Diet or something?
No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows.
I don't get what you were saying. That might be a translational thing.
A diet is like a governmental body in Japan.
Okay.
But if you're really,
That would be
if you're
why.
ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there.
You're kidding,
He's
right?
talking about the Illuminati, I think, right? Am I?
I'll just let it go for now.
I
Okay,
want to read about the Illuminati.
let's look over here.
Okay.
There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was.
There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved useful when I was in the library.
An extension cord, huh?
Lovely.
Oh yeah, that's the camera.
I mean, we can talk to him.
You can also talk to him. Shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one up at random.
Ah, you have a sharp eye, indeed, to select that file.
Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept in the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it.
Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Okay, well what about this one? Ton of thick file stuff on the bookshelf?
If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos of all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful.
Huh? What do you mean?
All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak.
Oh? It's weird.
Well,
Oh. Trying to click on that one.
There we go.
Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
It wasn't even pointing anywhere near where his book was being held, whatever. Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, and then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in this library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified governmental documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent?
This can't be for real, right?
Such
That's for your guys' problem, or that's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie.
Well, it's not that. It's just... It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together?
I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope Speaks truly with power, or just how much Hope Speaks truly
Yeah,
wields.
that's what it says.
Okay, whatever. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored.
It's no use. I can't keep
Take
up with all this.
It's no use.
It's no use!
This will end it.
Take
Uh,
this!
What's wrong? What's wrong? You still can't believe it?
What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What do you mean, usually? Usual. Normal, ordinary, simple, those things don't exist in the real world. You don't understand what they actually represent. You don't understand the nature of anything.
You don't pull your punches, do you?
Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt.
Hold on a second. Are you saying you read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be, like, top secret confidential stuff, right? So why?
My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty.
Huh?
Members of the Tagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic.
How is that possible?
So in other words...
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day rule the world, or bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing.
This is beyond believing or not believing. Yaki is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind.
And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case.
As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the
That's
shelf.
right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way.
Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro.
Save you surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only one who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out.
Huh?
In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victims. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion.
So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in
The
other
culprit
words...
isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack.
In other words...
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us.
Then Genocide Jack really is... Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us?
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself.
Okay.
Huh. Which
one?
one's the one?
Okay.
Probably the.
I think it's this one, if I remember
Do you have a problem with that one?
No, it's
I think it's probably the stuff that's sitting behind him. Because that was the one that said it was the police cases. I thought.
It was one in particular.
The police cases were not that one. That's where they. That's where they
that's the box of the extension cord.
This one?
No.
That's the secret society.
Maybe I talked
Do
to
you
him.
have to talk to him again, maybe?
Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
I guess he's holding
Oh yeah,
it.
he was holding it.
Right.
Oh, okay,
Well,
fair
you
enough.
didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. The murder cases of Genocide Jack, top secret.
Byakuya hands me the file, and I flip through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had been collected.
Oh gosh.
The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Shoji Gaku, 23, Kanno Issei, 14, Takeshi Yoshida, 30, Kamatsuna...
etc.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go into it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killers, countless victims, were killed and suspended in the exact same way. Or in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodless was left in the victim's own blood.
Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit.
The next page? Profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killing to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point here is Cobra may well have split personality.
A split personality?
Oh,
Like what?
I think I figured it out.
Saw in part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb. And aside...
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon.
Huh? Where are we going?
Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we?
Ah, wait, Byakuya. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up.
Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial.
Huh? Just all of a sudden? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together this whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye.
And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info that might be useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Real quick.
I need to save everything I found out while I can.
Indeed. Speed.
Back downstairs. No, we're not. Oh yeah, no, it's the same stairs.
It's on the same floor.
Same floor.
Oh, hi, you.
Where are the other two? The two that are strong? No, they're probably inside the locker room, though. Ding, ding, ding. Fumi has discovered evidence revealing the true identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Their status increased for me.
Evidence? What did you find?
I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs.
Are you sure about that?
Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too.
Really? What did she see?
Well,
She refused to tell me.
would
It's like when a
seem-
girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Sure, yeah.
Okay, so where's Celeste now?
The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What?
What's it gonna be? Okay, well I guess we have
You're
to go
not
find her later.
helping.
I guess we have to go find her later.
Okay. You said the warehouse? Or,
Did he say the warehouse?
I don't remember exactly. Off the top of my head. I've already lost it.
Alright, well, let's talk to Kyoko. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your
Indeed.
investigation?
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of.
Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder.
But,
so then,
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Jira's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success.
with that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth looking into. Well, let's look at this. There's a big blood stain on the dumbbell on the floor. Monokuma's file said that the fatal injury was caused below the head. This dumbbell has to be the murder weapon. Okay. I'm gonna talk to everyone and then look at the body. Okay, it's the same stuff. It's the same. I'm assuming it's the same if I talk to her too, but if need be,
If it's not, the game won't let us.
leave the room
leave
unless we
without-
check everything.
Yeah. Talking to
Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh?
It's not just a kind of crucifix position, it basically is.
The rope has a plug?
An extension cord?
Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Well, the one thing most likely to tie all of these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure it out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at Genocide Jack case file one more time.
Okay.
Let's just see if she has anything else.
That seems different. Jira's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul.
No
Shark is such a
forgiveness.
helpless being. It's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Same.
Word bloodless written on the wall, just like in all the Genocide Jack cases. Every case, word bloodless, okay. There's a bloodstain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murderer. I'm just checking everything again,
Yeah.
real quick. It's a bloodstained poster, noteworthy part. The big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like that. Yeah, that is weird.
It is a little bit strange.
I think that's everything, unless it'll tell
He
me.
does have a point.
Yeah.
That is weird. Alright, let's go to the boys' locker room then.
What's the poster on this one for?
Poster. Huh. This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't seem to fit in the boys' locker room.
I figured.
Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. Someone who knows about the locker rooms. Do you guys know who that is?
I'm assuming either Hina or Sakura.
Yeah,
There's a
probably
strange
one of the two.
Monokuma.
Or Monokuma, I mean. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? I think that was everything in here. Yeah. Alright, well let's go back in here and talk to Sakura. I guess Mondo probably might know too, because he also works out, I think.
Yeah.
You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Wasn't that like a day? Sometimes
I think
Hina and I
it's 2
use it together.
I think it was 2
It was
days.
like 2 days.
Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the poster in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters.
I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising.
We have protein coffee?
In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I think I've had protein coffee once and it was nasty. It was awful. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain.
Stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet
of
now.
course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean, as if there was never a stain here to begin with?
Okay. What? Okay,
Said a
so
stain.
a lot of stuff has been rearranged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, since we're already up here, we might as well go back to the library,
Yeah.
since the game
We also
told
want to go
us.
talk to Hina. Or is
You
Sakura
have to
needed?
talk to
I think
Celeste?
Sakura was the one who needed to talk to. Lamp. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on. And it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if...
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
No?
Oh, wait. No. I forgot that I need to go back.
Oh, yeah, we need to go check the file again.
Check the file. And
And
we
also
also need
check
to
out
go
that-
find Celeste. I think it was here? I'll take a look into the just side check file. I know it has to be around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? The only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya.
Oh, so we had to go find him.
Okay, well,
I'll find point to Byakuya.
that's what it would appear.
Yeah?
Let's leave the
Except
area.
one.
We also need to go find Celeste, because she apparently has some info.
Oh, yeah, Celeste, right. Where did it say she was? I thought that it said that she was in the warehouse, maybe. But I could be wrong.
Might as well talk to everyone
What's
on
up,
our way.
dude? Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Dang it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough.
Okay, that didn't help.
Despair Hotel.
Spare Hotel. And then this one says Post Peak Academy. Cool. I think it was over here. Yes. Whoa.
Oh my. Oh, yeah, there she is.
Hello.
There she is.
Celeste, what are you doing here?
This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might distract you, but I see it was pointless.
Then you did find something?
Very well, I will tell you and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse.
What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before midnight, or nighttime. Sorry, before 10.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Thoughts? She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes.
I
indeed.
assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose.
I want to punch her.
So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. The strange thing is, There was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean that the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow.
Interesting.
Or Celeste is lying.
Alright, now we gotta go find Byakuya.
Alright, yeah, we don't need anything else in there.
Which means we should pull up the map, I assume, right?
That's
That other map.
the other.
Oh, we can go talk to Hina.
I guess we do.
Oh, okay.
So we could go talk to Hina. He's in there.
Where did he go?
Archive,
Not the archive, not
library.
the library. Huh?
I guess he's just not here.
He's just gone.
Yeah,
Weird. Okay.
I guess you're not supposed to be
Talk to
allowed.
Hina.
You're not supposed to talk to him.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be allowed to talk
Okay,
to
well,
him
I guess
right
we
now.
go talk to Hina then?
Let's go.
Oh, is she in here?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. She's usually in here. I swear.
Yeah.
I've heard that swimmers have big appetites because they have a lot of
Yep.
what's the term? Metabolism. They have a high
Yeah.
metabolism rate.
Is
Yeah.
that Hina?
Can you confirm, Nicholas?
Can confirm.
Okay. Yeah, we had a friend from our younger brother's friend, best friend is also a swimmer, and he said the same. Same as before, she won't come out, and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there.
You left her?
My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her.
Speaking of which, what are you eating?
A donut, of course.
Of course.
There are two things I'm sure God created: outer space and donuts.
Really?
I like this girl more by the second.
I know, I know, right? I bet you would have liked to eat some more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Aw, I should have tried to spend more time with her.
Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us.
Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yup, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls.
Was she just shy?
Don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. It's kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex. Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right?
It's the
The
law?
law?
You think so? I never really thought of her to be that kind of girl. Oh, that was it.
Oh, is that GG's on the investigation?
That is GG's on the
Bye,
investigation
investigation music. You were nice when you
Goodbye.
lasted.
Goodbye, box
Bye,
15.
investigation music.
Bye, box
I'm
15.
getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
That's the name of the investigation theme, by the way. It's called Box 15, and I don't know why.
That's
It's
a
the
name.
moment
It is a
you've
name.
all been waiting for.
It can't be any weirder than the names of the songs from Spooky Jumpscare Mansion.
You remember where to
I don't remember
meet,
looking at the
right?
names of the songs from that game.
Please go the
Hang on, I'm gonna
right
pull
door
up the
on
song. I'm gonna pull up the
first
song
floor of
list.
school.
Okay.
Good idea.
Just don't play any of them.
I'm not going to.
Begin the
When
class
people hear them.
trial, or it's about time to begin. The red door is right through here. Dun dun dun.
Getting some freaking Majora's Mask music in the background.
Yeah,
Oh, never mind. That's no longer Majora's Mask music.
that's you.
That's you, Nicholas.
Oh, ahem. So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind, or are we missing someone?
Yo,
Yeah, Toku's not here.
And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
Come on.
I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go on ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
And just like you said, a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him.
Okay. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around there with an apostrophe after you can't. Terrible, you're terrible.
Phew. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, let's go on to the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro.
Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. I'm not gonna talk to everyone. We're just gonna go.
It's fair.
We have no choice, right? We have to do
It's
this.
true.
Yes.
I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground, and as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
Elevators don't hesitate.
Not usually. There's,
What do you
if it does
think?
hesitate, there's a
I
problem.
redecorated.
Yeah.
I redecorated. Isn't it still fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good, good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. He does this every single time.
Yeah, okay.
A deadly class trial. Dun dun dun.
But not a deadly despair. I've been lied to.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
And we get to listen to this music.
Alright, guys, we're gonna set our skills. But are we
Yeah.
gonna end the episode first?
It's a little bit
Alright.
early, but this is a good place to stop.
I'm gonna go ahead and end it.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna end it here, and then we're gonna pick it up next time
Woo,
on
next
Digimon
time.
Digital Monsters.
All of the Digimon references. Oh,
Alright.
jeez. Anyway,
See you all later.
bye.
See ya.